Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan, and today it is Slab Sunday. So what I'm gonna do for my Slab Sundays is I'm gonna take one Pokemon and I'm gonna go over some of my favorite cards, some big cards that have crazy sales, some medium cards that have some good sales as well. But we're just gonna focus on one Pokemon every Slab Sunday to try to just see kind of how that Pokemon is performing in today's market, because there is some madness going on. So for the first Slab Sunday, we're starting off with Mew. And the first card we're going to start off with is the Full Art Shiny Mew EX from Paldean Fates. The Shiny Mew is such a beautiful card. And, you know, the hidden Paldean Fates and Shiny Fates really don't compare to Hidden Fates Shiny pattern. But this card just looks so good no matter what. And it actually does pretty well in a PSA 10. It got all the way up to about 295, with last solds being at 273 and then 275. But so it does pretty good, to be honest. For a $27 card, it 10x's, which is a pretty good gem rate, especially for a card that's really not that hard to pull. I've pulled multiple of these cards and I haven't opened up Paldean Fates that often. So next up, we're going to go another Shiny Mew, but this is from Shining Legends. So this card has like the old school shiny texture from like the Neo era. It looks really, really good, especially with that galaxy background behind the Shiny Mew. And it's also pretty hard to grade. I know firsthand experience. I sent one in and it got a 7. Don't know how it got a 7, but it sure did. But it rose all the way up to about 640, with last sold being 700 and 675. So it doesn't look like it's really going down. It looks like it's kind of starting to bounce back up just a little bit. But it's been teetering in low six range. So, but it's pretty hard to grade. You got 3,065 in a 10, 5 or 50/50 in a 9, with 1,300 also in an 8. So it's pretty, and 179 in a 7. I'm one of those. Yeah, it's pretty tough to grade, and it's a really nice card, and it's getting decently old. I think it's like an 8-year-old card now. Next up, we got this is going to catch people off guard big time. Caught me off guard. Didn't realize it was this drastic of a gem rate on this card. It's the Mew Hollow from Celebrations. Okay. If you guys were here when Celebrations was open, everybody's opening it. You probably pulled this Mew Hollow once or twice every collection box. It was super easy to pull. Everybody thought it was bulk, and nobody thought anything of it until, for some odd reason, people started grading it and realized how hard it was to grade. Okay, look at this, guys. We got 184 in a 10. We got over 1,100 in a 9, over 1,000 in an 8, and 262 in a 7. So there's more 7s than there are 10s. So it's really, really hard to grade. Or nobody took care of it because everybody thought it was bulk, so nobody has clean copies. But it's probably really hard to grade. Okay, so a normal hollow and a PSA 10 from Celebrations. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go this far down. $685, last sold October 6th. $685, guys. That's insane. And this card was, 20, 30 cents for the longest time. For the absolutely longest times. It was just bulk hollows at that point. So the fact that it's at $685 is insane to really think about. But it's really hard to grade. So it kind of makes sense, but it's unbelievable to look at. Next up, we got the Mew Shiny, the Secret Rare Gold Shiny from Celebrations as well. This one's really not that hard to grade, but just the Shiny Mew just really pops with almost anything. You know, the gold Secret Rare pattern behind it. It just looks good. But it got down to 160 in October 4th, but now we're about the low 200s. Last sold was 255 and 260. So we're about mid 200s on the Secret Rare Gold Mew from Celebrations. We're going to stick with some Celebrations again. We got the Mew EX. This is a kind of a throwback card. Not kind of, but it is a throwback card. It's doing pretty good. It's teetering in the high hundreds, low 200s for a $17 card. It ain't too bad at all. Last sold 151, 180. and a PSA 10, 157 right there. So it does pretty good. I'm pretty sure I sent a couple of these in too, so I'm waiting for those to get back. Next up, we got the Crown Zenith Trainer Galarian Gallery card. This was a cute card. You got all the little Pokemon here. Watching Mew sleep. This Cramorant cracks me up. I don't know why Cramorant's such a funny Pokemon to me, but he just is. But this one's pretty hard to grade. You got 5,900 in a 10 and over 9,100 in a 9, which for Sword and Shield era, that's a pretty tough grade. That's actually a really tough grade. You can see it pumped up pretty good. Got all the way up to about 380, with the last sold being 285. So it might be coming down a little bit. Nah, 335. Maybe just a good buy right there for somebody. Somebody caught on a bad auction. Next up, we got the Mew EX SIR promo from the 151 UPC. Now this card is really tough to grade. You got 8,900 in a 10 basically, and over 21,000 in a PSA 9 with over 6,200 in an 8. So 21,009 with 8,800, almost 8,900 in a PSA 10. That's a pretty tough grade. As you can see, it saw a pretty freaking good rise. Got all the way up to about 815. Now we're teetering high 7s to low 800s in a PSA 10. Last one sold in a 10 was 750, 707, 750. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. So those are pretty good buys right now, honestly. I mean, it's a beautiful card. If you guys have seen it in person, it's a really, really nice card. Next up, this card I personally like. I threw this in here. I know not everybody's crazy about these black and gold cards from the trainer galleries from the Sword and Shield era. I personally really like these. It's nothing too special, but these used to be like $50 all day long in a PSA 10, and now it got up. It's about almost to $200. Last sold in a PSA 10. It's not tough to grade or anything, but it's 185, and we're looking at 250. Yeah, so not bad. Another 185. So like I said, it's nothing too special, not too hard to grade or anything, but I just personally really like these black and gold cards from the trainer gallery. Next up, we got the Fusion Strike Alternate Art Mew VMAX. Not a lot of people really like this card. I personally really didn't like this card. There's a lot going on. A lot of going on. You really have to like dissect each corner of this card to fully get what's going on. But I mean, people enjoy it. Apparently, I mean, because it saw a really big rise. It like 2x'd. But last sold in PSA 10 was 500. That's pretty low. Then you got 560, and then another 560 and a 600, 625. So if you're getting this in the low 5s or anything, that's a pretty good buy in my opinion. Yeah, I would definitely pick that up. And then you got the Mew V Alternate Art. This one a lot of people like better because you see all the Pokemon kind of floating with them. You got Schmeargle, you got Dreepy, I'm pretty sure. Then you got Toxtricity right here. But this one is basically the same price as the VMAX. They're mirroring each other pretty good. It's pretty tough to grade. You're almost at a 50% gem rate when it comes to PSA 10, PSA 9. It's almost a 50-50 shot, which, like I said, for Sword and Shield era, that's pretty tough. Wow. Last sold in the PSA 10 was $800, though. You had $800 with no auction, too, and then $550 at no auction. So it's a pretty big price difference. So maybe an outlier sale, maybe not. Who freaking knows where this card's going to go next. Next up, we're going to throw some tag team cards because tag teams are always hot. And it's Mew and Mewtwo. You got almost 1,900 PSA 10, 1,452 and a 9. But this card is kind of just chilling from the mid 5s to the low 6s. You got 615 last on the PSA 10, then at 525. It kind of fluctuates a little bit, but I mean, this card was dirt cheap for so long as well. A lot of these cards were dirt cheap, and now they're just going. Next one, we got the texture. Then we got the promo, the 10 promo, where Mewtwo is annoyed with Mew. Mew is over here, haha, keying, and Mewtwo's like, I need some ibuprofen. But last sold in PSA 10 is 1,050 and 1,050. So it's back over $1,000 because it kind of dipped right under 1,000, and now we're back up to it. Which this one's actually pretty easy to grade. Yeah, 7,310 and little over 4,000 at a 9. That's a pretty good gem rate, honestly. That's like Sword and Shield era. Next up, we got the King of Scarlet and Violet. We got the Bubble Mew. Yeah, this card saw a big jump. Big jump. It was chilling, low eights, high sevens, then went all the way up to about 2,000. Last sold in PSA 10, 2045, 2200, 1675, 1775. So it's kind of fluctuating a lot. Somebody got, nah, ain't no way that's real. Apparently there was like a glitch on eBay where people were getting auctions at like half the price. There's no way you're getting a Bubble Mew at 970, 976. I don't care what time of day it is. But it's actually not too, I mean, for a Scarlet and Violet, that's not too bad of a gem rate. You got 13,627 in a 10 and 17,768 in a 9. I mean, it's not too bad for Scarlet and Violet era, which we all know that this era can be really tricky on grading. So now we're going to start getting into some big boys right here. This is the Mew EX Full Art from Legendary Treasures. It's the Radiant Collection. Man, I've mentioned this card multiple times. And there hasn't been a recent sale at all that I could find. It's all just kind of been, it says $12.79, but there's no way this card is $1,300 in a PSA 10. It's worth way more than that. Because you got 156 in a PSA 10. Over 1,009, 1,608, 1,100, and a 7, 650, and a 6. And then you got 282 and a 5. So there's more 5s than there are 10s. There's no way it's worth $1,300. I just refuse to believe it. This card is absolutely stunning, really beautiful. If you had the pleasure to see it in person, congrats, because it is a really nice card. Next up, we got the Mew XY Black Star promo. This is from the Generations boxes, I'm pretty sure. No, wait. XY. Oh my goodness. It's the Mythical Creature boxes, I'm pretty sure. This card looks really nice. It's not textured or anything, but it's just a cute looking card, I guess is the best way to put it. But it got all the way up to 4,800 in a PSA 10, and now we're hovering back in the mid 3s. With the last sold in a PSA 10, well, 2,500. I wonder if that was part of the glitch, because 2,500 seems pretty cheap for this card. Because, yeah, the one before that was $5,000, and that was September 29th. So, and then you got 3,500 September 28th. So, the fact somebody got it. Wow, this is auction. Wow. That's a good buy. October 5th auction. Because you got 158 in a PSA 10. 884 and a 9, 776 and an 8, 308 and a 7, and 157 and a 6. So basically the same as a PSA 10. I mean, yeah, no, that it deserves it, man. It's a tough grade. It's an old card. It's a promo as well with the promo hype. This one is a funny looking card. It's the Mew Rumble from Pokemon Rumbles from the video game back in the day. I just threw this in here because it's such a low pop rate. But last sold was the PSA 10 was July 26 for $3,000. Only 29 to PSA 10. But it's just not a card you see every day. It really isn't. The whole Rumble set, you don't see these cards at all. It's very rare to see all of them. But so I just wanted to throw this in because it's like you don't see it every day. So next up, we got the Mew Southern Islands Reverse Holo. This card is so good. It looks so nice because you got the Mew, you got the Pidgeot, and you got the derpy looking Charizard back here just kind of chilling, flying around. Last sold in a PSA 10 was a long time ago for $5,900. Only 20 in a 10, guys. So, I mean, that's just crazy to think about. There's the same amount of 2s. How many 1s are there? Can I not click it? Okay, I guess I can't scoot it over. But there's as many 2s as there are PSA 10s, which is insane to think about. But no, it's a really nice card, really cool looking card. Now a lot of people even realize there is a Charizard right here. And that some of these cards connect because there's is it the Onyx promo? I'm pretty sure it's like an Onyx promo that these cards connect in. So next up, we got the Mew Prime from Triumphant. Wow, Triumphant. I guess I forgot English for a second. Last sold was pretty recently in a PSA 10, $6,100. Was that today? Oh, it was yesterday. $6,100 in a PSA 10, which I think is a good deal, honestly. 152 and a 10. It's a Mew Prime, and you never know what Pokemon's gonna do. Are they gonna bring back primes? And could bring back tag teams, could bring back Delta species, could bring back primes. Who knows what Pokemon's gonna do in the future to keep recycling the hype? So if you got some nice looking prime cards, who freaking knows at this point? But it's a really nice card. I love the prime cards because they always have a little twinkle in their eye. They always got that little ting. Like I have a Gengar one. It looks so nice. Next card is the Shiny Mew Koro from the comics. This card is a lot of people's holy grail card when it comes to Mew. I know it's one of my buddies. This is his card. He wants it. I'm pretty sure he has one in a 9. I don't know if he has one in a 10. But last sold in a PSA 10, I thought there was one recently. $12,350 in a PSA 10, and that was September 7th. So it's pretty recent. It's a month ago, basically, for $12,000. I'm kind of surprised it's not a little more, just because of how old it is and how hard it is to get in a 10 and how rare. So, like I said, if you think it's a steal, it's a steal. It's a Shiny Mew, Coral Comics. That hollow foil pattern with the colors in the background just goes perfect together. They really did their thing on this card. So the last card we got is one of the most expensive cards ever sold in Pokemon history. It's definitely up there. I don't know the exact order, but it 100% is up there. It's the Mew Chinese exclusive limited copy. So there's only 1,510 copies of this card ever printed. One of them got a black label, which if you're new to the hobby, a Beckett black label is the highest grade a card can get. You got like CGC 10, BGS 9.5, PSA 10, Beckett 10, black label. Like black label is the cream of the crop when it comes to grading. And this limited copy got it and sold for $125,000 with 85 bids on it. So people wanted it and it just kept going. But $125,000 for a Chinese card, which everybody know English is king when it comes to it, and then it goes Japanese. But Chinese has been doing their thing recently. I can't even complain on that. But just to see a modern day card go for $125,000 is really insane. Really, really crazy. So I can't. If the hype stays behind this card, I don't even want to imagine what this would be in a couple years or so, whenever it gets old. And I don't even want to think about it. It's going to be way out of my price range. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. I appreciate all the love and support as always. I'm doing a giveaway. It is the Victini promo from the black and white poster collections. If you want a chance to win that card, all you have to do is leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then leave a comment what your favorite Mew card is. It can be graded, it can be raw, it can be one you want to get, one you do have. Doesn't matter. Just let me know what your favorite Mew card is of all time, and that'll get you in the chance to win the Victini promo from the poster collection. I hope everybody has a good night. Thanks for all the love and support as always. Peace.